I say meningitis is the worst and best thing that's ever happened to me because I wouldn't be who I am now if it wasn't for it. My name is Buher. I'm 25 years old from Seattle, Washington. When I was 14 years old, I was a freshman in high school. I was a normal kid playing 3 sports, getting good grades, just happy, normal life. And one night after a football game, I was up all night vomiting and I was just really sick, and I stayed home from school the next day and I just felt like I had a really bad flu. And then that afternoon, my sister walked over to me and said, "Carl, what is that purple rash all over your arms and legs?" And she called my parents, who were away for the afternoon, and they rushed back and took me to my primary care physician, who luckily about a week before had been at a conference and they'd talked about meningitis, and he'd learned about the symptoms and he recognized it. And they were able to diagnose it fairly quick. 24 hours later, I'd been airlifted to Children's Hospital in Seattle. My heart had stopped 3 times. I was in a drug-induced coma, and I was fighting for my life with meningococcal meningitis. The doctors would later tell my parents that they'd seen a lot of sick kids come into that hospital, but never anybody as sick as me. So I endured 11 surgeries, the amputation of both my feet below the knees, 3 of my fingers, dialysis. When I went in, I was 14 years old. I was 6'4", and it was about 190, 200 pounds. When I left, I was 110 pounds. And over the next 4 years, I had to relearn how to eat, write, walk, do everything. As a survivor, it's my duty to make sure that no one else has to go through what I went through. Before I got sick, I had never heard the slightest thing about meningitis. I didn't know what it was, how you got it, what it could do to you. As I've learned more about the disease and talked to more survivors, that's a very common theme. There isn't the awareness out there. What happened to me shouldn't happen to anyone. Get educated, get vaccinated.